Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of our pink bokeh background with the goddess of love. As you can see, we started it on Friday. We only got so far. I wouldn't say it's the best bokeh I've done. I'm not over the moon about it, but we'll try and fix it and get through it today. And I hope everyone had a lovely weekend and enjoying their Sunday. I'm just going to wait for a couple more people to come into the live chat. So if you are watching this back, it is a live stream as I'm film this this colouring. So if you are watching it back and you just want to watch the colouring, feel free to skip ahead. Or if you want to follow the live stream, you can always click on the live chat and it will relay the live chat back to you. Okay, so I'm just going to get started, guys, and I'm just going to blend in some more of what we did last time, because I can see now it's hasn't fully covered the paper. Hi Jen, how are you doing? Hi Diane. Oh, thanks Jen. I'm personally not over the moon about it at the moment, but we'll see where it goes. I've been a bit in the arts, like a creative slump at the moment. I don't know why. I just feel like everything I try to do, like creative wise, I just feel a bit like meh. Like I'm just not in the mood. I don't know why that is though. I just guess I have phases where I feel like really inspired and enthusiastic, and other times I just don't. And I think it does reflect and show in the work that I do. Nothing with Nothing against the picture. I absolutely love the picture. Obviously, I purchased it for a reason. Yeah, well, I think we do, don't we? Just times where we feel like, you know, really good, and other times you just feel a bit like, just can't face doing that today. But let's just see if we can get this to where I want it to be. Because I've got some other bokeh backgrounds that I really enjoy doing, and I enjoy the end result. So I'm always going to naturally compare myself to the last example of what I'm doing, and if it's not as good, then it's to me that'll be like a failure. And I think as well, as human beings, we are our own worst self-critic, aren't we? Hi Gary, how you doing, mate? I'm not too bad. I'm just in a bit of a slumpish mood today, where it's like anything creative wise, I'm just like, I don't feel like I'm going to do anything good today, produce anything good. It's just, I think we all have them, all have that feeling where we're just like, we go off stage where we feel really confident and enthusiastic about creating things, and then other times you're just like, it's what they call like art. It's what artists call artist block, I guess. Hi Patty, how you doing? Shadow. That's just Shadow saying hello if you can hear him. He's going crazy. He's just had his dinner, so he's gonna have a mad crazy 10 minutes. Shall I let him in? Shadow. Doing? Shouting at me because I've locked him out. You can come in now. Hello. Hi. Say hello. Say hello. Say hiya. Hello. Hello. Did you enjoy dinner? Oh, big boy. Did you enjoy your dinner? Shadow. And giving people kisses. Camera kisses. Bless them. Oh, and we're back. Are you going to sit there, are you? Yeah, that's Shadow. He's my my little boy. And he is spoiled rotten. Honestly, he thinks he rules the place, and he probably does, to be honest. He always gets his own way. He's 8 now. I've had him for 8 years, and he still goes on like a kitten. He's still crazy and hyper. Last night, trying to do things, going up and down the stairs, and every time I'm going up and down the stairs, he would run, and as he run past me, he would tag my leg, and then run away, and then do the same again, to say it as if to say, "Tag, you're it." And he's very playful, and he's very mischievous as well. He likes to pull the panels down in the kitchen, and he knows he shouldn't do it. So we tell him off, then we put the panel back up. We'll leave and go into the living room. You'll then pull the panel down again whilst we're out the room and run off. And you run up the stairs hiding. So we tell him off again, and then he comes back down and does it again. I think he finds it funny. He's taking the mick out of us. Honestly. He's a practical joker. So I'm just going to do a recap on what we did in regards to the background. Anybody missed part 1, it's still available to watch. I think I went a bit over the top with some colours. I should have just kept it a bit more a basic colour selection rather than trying to, overindulge in different colours. But hey ho. So what I done was, originally I took a little circle stencil. If you don't have one, you just use different size coins, and then I just drew the circles in, overlapping the circle. So if I did a large circle like here, I would then overlap it with this circle. Or if I did this circle, I would overlap it with this one, etc., etc. Then I filled those into white because I wanted them to be quite white and vibrant and very light. And then I went over that with a pink, I think it was, yep, with a pink. And then I did a shadow one as well, which is just like a half semicircle behind the white. And when that was with a hot pink. I then also just outlined a little bit with the process red, and then the main background color was the neon pink. And then also using the white again for any blending that I need to do. So I'm doing a half semicircle here. And then I'll do another one just about here. And then I'm just going to outline it a little bit. And then if we just take the pink, that's the way on there. So you take the hot pink, sorry. Overlap it slightly. And then we'll just take our neon for the main colour of the background. Now, I wish I didn't use the neon as much because I'm finding that it's not as soft as the other colours. It kind of goes down a bit chalky, like a chalky texture. It's not as buttery as the others. That's the word I'm looking for. It did. It was a bit windy just before, but not much. But I'm glad the wind's calmed down because you could hear it whistling through the window. And if that was on stream at that time, it would have been rather annoying for you guys. You'd literally be hearing whistle, whistle, whistle. Okay, so put that in here as well. Actually, I tell you what, I think I can think of a quicker way to do this. I'm going to fill in from here. I'm going to fill in. This is not a tutorial, guys, so just let you know this is not like a step-by-step. This is just me experimenting, trying different things. You just watching what I'm doing. So please, by all means, don't take this as a tutorial. It's not. So it is not a tutorial, but it's just something I'm experimenting with, just doing different things, and that's pretty much how I learn. Is by just trying new things. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to take the neon pink and I'm going to fill in all these gaps here to begin with, and then after I've done that, I can add in the darker details. I think that might be probably a bit easier to do it that way, and I'll be able to judge better where I want things to go. It's not been too bad up here, guys. I'm honest, it's just been heavy rain. The last storm was a lot worse. That was really bad. I couldn't actually leave the house on the Tuesday because it was just that bad, and I didn't want to really take the risk. Oh, thanks, Patty. Yeah, just if I don't know what I'm doing, I just blab. I just pretend. As I say, fake it until you make it. Can I just double check as well, guys? Because yesterday I had a problem with the microphone. I did a recording for the Colouring Heaven magazine, and the sound was really off. It was really screechy, high pitched. Is it like that now, or how is it for you guys? Is it okay? Does it just sound like the usual sound that I have on streams? Because obviously I can't hear myself. Sounds good. Yeah, it was just I had to take that video down because the sound it was really bad. It was really screechy, like a scratchy sound, and it was just to go through the Colouring Heaven magazine that just arrived, and it was the Animal Wonderland special by Kanoko Eguza. She featured in the magazine last year, and I believe the issue that was last year sold out within 24 hours. So I get a feeling this one's going to be rather popular as well. It's full of wildlife, nature, whimsical scenes, animals wearing clothes, and it's very whimsical in that sense. I'll do a quick flip. I am going to do a separate video for it again, just so you guys can see. But I'll just do a quick flip so you can see a couple of photos in here. Images. Where's my mind at today? So yeah, there's a few nice ones. One of my favorite ones is coming up to it. This one, that's my favorite one because I love the water. So it's raining. You got the squirrel here, and then there's a puddle. Obviously, to the squirrel, that's like a pond or a lake to a squirrel, but to us, it's just like a puddle. And in the puddle, you can see the reflection of the flowers, and then you can see the rainbow. So it'd be good to do some sort of like ripple effect with the different colours. So yeah, there's some nice ones in here, but I'll do a full flip through and commentary on it later today. So yeah, if you haven't already, if you've got the subscription, you haven't got your issue yet, that's what's on its way. You got a stomach bug, Patty? Yeah, a lot of people are having that at the moment. But yeah, just try and relax, and I don't know what's good for stomach bugs. What's good for a bad tummy? Peppermint tea, I think maybe something peppermint. That might help your stomach. Hey Kelly, how you doing? Morning to you, afternoon to us. So it's almost tea time here, actually, dinner time in the evening. So you'll probably be just having your breakfast, and we're about to have our evening meal here. Hi Renee, how are you doing? I'm just filling in the blanks here with the neon pink, so nothing really exciting at the moment. I'm just filling in the gaps, which is, not very exciting, but needs to be done. But yeah, I'm finding the neon, especially the pink, to be very like a dry laydown. As you can see here, it's not very buttery compared to the other pinks. So if I'm put down just for an example, if I put down the hot pink, there's you don't see any white gaps, but you do with the hot pink. And I find that with the purples as well. The purples can be a bit drier. But they're still soft, and you can still get the colour down. But I have to work a little bit more with them. Okay, so right here, and this bit. I'm not too bad, Renee. It's Sunday afternoon here. After this, I'm going to be doing our dinner. I've got a nice salt and pepper chicken to put in the oven, and we're just going to do some vegetables with that. And then we'll probably just have like a movie night in or something. You're going to try your stencil? You got one? Awesome. I do need to get another one. I'm going to get another one, Kelly. I'm going to get one with just the circles. The one that Sammy's got's pretty cool. She's got I think it's like a big orange one, and it's just full of circles. Whereas like these, I don't really use these at all. I suppose if I wanted to do like some sort of diamond shape or something, if it was for drawing, then probably, but I don't really use them if I'm honest. If I was doing like jewels or something, if I was drawing some sort of like jewel, like a diamond jewel or something like that, or gems, and it would be useful. But Dave's been pretty happy that I'm streaming on weekends now because he's just spending all the time on his Xbox. So he's like, "Oh, you're streaming? Yeah, you're playing on the Xbox." I don't think I've actually spent any time with him this weekend because he's just been so absorbed in his Xbox. To him, if I say to him, "Oh, just go on your Xbox if you want," to him, that's me giving him a romantic gesture. But it's not so much I'm bothered I'm going on his Xbox, but the thing is with David, when it comes to things like that, you just get absorbed, and he could easily spend, I'm no lie, all day on it, like literally from morning until midnight. He could spend on that Xbox, and I think he got up early. I think it was yesterday. He got up about 7 o'clock in the morning to feed Shadow. Didn't come back to bed. He just went on his Xbox, and he was on his Xbox until quarter to midnight. And he was like, "Oh, what time is it? Oh, it's quarter to midnight. Is it?" Like, yes. You've literally spent all day on it. You got one of those as well, Kenny. I like playing on the console as well, but I still wouldn't spend all day on it. I think after a while, your eyes get a bit tired and sore. It's the same with colouring as well. It's like something you have to focus on for a long period of time. You eventually start, feeling a strain, get strenuous. Hi, Claire. How are you doing? Nice to see you, hon. I'm trying to do a bokeh background in pink, and I feel like I'm feeling, but I'm not going to confirm that I'm feeling. We're gonna wait and see. I'm terrible though because I always compare it to the other ones that I've done, and at the moment I feel like they're much better. But it's just me being really self-critical. Just going to turn the image just so I can get a better angle. But the idea was to be very, very girly with this one because I don't really use a lot of pink in images. So I thought, you know what, I'll just do something different. I'll do a very pinky girly image. Usually I would use like a lot of purples, or I would use blues, reds, some sort of colours. You don't eat. I can't put my teeth back in. You don't do it. That is quite hard to say. You don't do it. Say that 10 times fast. Oh, thanks, Kelly. Well, I did the one out of Helen's book, and that turned out really well. But trying to do it on my own without guidance, I'm just like, it's not as effective. Wait, is that playing? Like this one is the one I did for using Helen's book, and I really like this one. I think this one's really great, and that was using. That's just me knocking everything over, and that was me using Helen's book, which is the Secrets of Colouring, not Secrets of Colouring, Colour Special Effects, Secrets Colouring Gens, Colour Special Effects, and her Bokeh background is in book 2. Here it is. So I followed that step by step, and I found it quite simple and easy to follow. But trying to do it on my own through memory, I'm just like, nah. So I really enjoyed doing that one because of following Helen's tutorial. Very different to what I'm trying to do now. It's just not the same. But even when I did it on my own last time, and I did an object pop image, it wasn't so bad. But I think I did it a bit more subtle, so it was a bit more subtle than on this one. The books are brilliant. Helen's books are fantastic. I've got all 3 of them, and I'm looking forward to number 4. It's funny because I do talk to Helen often. Actually, she's a lovely woman, and she's always asking for like ideas, and I've given her a couple of ideas, and she's actually used a couple of the ideas for her next book she's doing. So I'm quite excited to see the step-by-steps, the ones that I've suggested. But obviously I'll not say what I suggested because I don't want to spoil anything, and it's not really my place to say because it's her book. Well, I know she might not want people to know. Okay, so I've filled in the majority of the neon here, and I'm just going to go back in with some more of the pinks and get some more of the shadow areas. Let's start over on this one. So I'm going to take the hot pink, and then I'm going to do again a semicircle as a shadow. And I don't mind going on top of the neon pink for this because it'll look more blended that way. But yeah, backgrounds are not my strongest point, and that's something I do want to get better at, and I just need to do a lot more practice. That book was number 2 of Helen Elliston's colour special effects. So she's got book 1, book 2, and book 3. I've got them here, just let me grab them. So out of Helen's books, you've got book number 1 by Helen Elliston for the special effects. Then you've got book 2, and you've got book 3. And then out of Jennifer Zimmerman's got the Secrets of Colouring. That's number 1, and then that's number 2. So they're the main tutorial books that I work from, and I think Claire uses them a lot as well, don't you, Claire? They're great for, you know, little hints and tips and inspiration and ideas. You're welcome. And they're just on Amazon, so they're Amazon printed books, so you can only get them on Amazon really, unless you get them somewhere like Book Depository, which you can get them on there as well, but they are Amazon printed. Oh, that's absolutely fine, Diane. I know. That's okay. If you want to, you can come and go as you please. Yes, I saw that image, Claire. You did a fab job. I haven't coloured in it yet. I was just saying I did a flip through last night for Colouring Heaven to do the review, and for some reason, when I ordered it, I watched it back. For some reason, it aired as a premiere, so I had to watch it with everyone, and the sound was just really screechy and scratchy, and it wasn't very nice. So I've had to take the video down, so I need to do another one, but I haven't actually done any colouring in it yet because it's one of those books where, for me, it's going to take me a very long time to complete an image because it's fur, and it can be some of the images are quite busy. But I absolutely love the one that you did, and I love especially the what did I say, stained glass lamp that you did was awesome. You just printed it out, awesome. Right, I think I am feeling at this bokeh. The other books that I've got as well, for pencils and things like that, which are helpful. There's a couple other ones as well. You've got Colour Workshop, which is by Rachel Rinner. I haven't really looked in this one for a while, but there's some simple step-by-steps in here. I would say this is great for beginners, this book. There's a lot of good hints and tips for beginners who you don't know where to start, and if you want to really get into doing like effects and things like that, but something a bit more straightforward, then I would say this one's a bit more beginner friendly. I don't know if you would agree, Claire. But yeah, there's loads like florals and stuff in there. The other one I got is Love Colour Pencils by Vivian Wong. This one's great. It's more focused on, it's supposed to be more focused on drawing, but when you actually go in the book, it's very centered around coloring pencils. So it's more like techniques for coloring pencils. So you can take that in with drawing with color pencils, but you can also use it for, you know, just coloring. So just like loads of skin and hair features. So it'll focus a lot on those. And then you got fur as well. Just some great tips on fur. So that one's a good one. And then the other one is the 101 textures in color pencil. And it is what it actually says. It's 101 textures in color pencil. And these ones are a little bit more complex. And I remember Claire saying it as well. It's because it doesn't give you much guidance and much description. It tries to simplify itself. It tries to simplify itself by, if I just bring one up, doing everything in 5 steps, like 4 to 5 steps. And a lot of things, you know, it takes a lot more than 4 to 5 steps to explain. But it is great to use as reference and to get into doing different effects. This one I would definitely say is for a bit more advanced, and you want to try out a different texture that you're not used to. So I would say this one's definitely more advanced and definitely more aimed towards artists, but it's good. But yeah, those are great. But the colour workshop, you think that one's for advanced? Obviously, Helen's and Jennifer's are beginner friendly as well. They really do explain the colours that you're using, what they're doing, and they really do take you step by step. So that's why I love them a lot more. I think they're fantastic. Oh, the Vivian. Oh yeah, definitely Vivian's a bit more advanced. I was saying the Rachel one is a bit more beginner friendly. So people who want to get into coloring and doing and starting to do like effects, and you do like people who do like a lot of Johanna Basford and those sort of books, but they want to do some like cutesy effects, then the Rachel one's good for beginners, which is the Colour Pencil Workshop. And it just gets you into, you know, you're using things like gel pens, highlights, gradients. Because that was the first one I got. I got that one as a beginner one. There's another one as well that's just very good for beginners, but it's I haven't got it. I'll show you what I mean though. There's this one as well, and I've seen a flip through of it. New Guide of Colouring, and that one goes through all the different art materials you can use and how you can use them. And I'd say this one's more aimed for new colorists as well. Awesome. Some is second book by Jefferson. They are good, and the images are nice as well that are in the back. You can also use the code in the book to go on to Jennifer's website and get some of the additional images to help you with. And there's some bonus content on there as well. and Helen does the same thing as well for her books. And yeah, the secret codes. Yeah, not to share them. But I don't do a full flip through of them because, you know, it'll defeat the purpose of buying the book. I don't mind skimming through them and, you know, give you a quick glance, but I would rather just let you, you know, read through it as well on your own and not go through step by step, because again, that will just defeat the purpose of, you know, buying the book. Guys, I'm not enjoying this background. I'm just, meh. I'm not feeling it. I think I should have prepared for it a bit more and done a practice run. Just take the pink and then there was a topic I actually wanted to discuss today. Yeah, my husband's the same, and that's why I ended up taking the spare room myself, because he's like, at least you can got your own little room to put everything in, and I don't have to see it. So yeah, my hobby's the same. But yeah, there was something I wanted to talk today, guys. It's something that's been plastered all over the UK news due to you know, a celebrity that you probably won't know. She unfortunately took her own life because of depression and the way that the media had portrayed her, and etc. And it just, to me, I wanted to discuss not necessarily that particular case, because a lot of people are hearing about it, but I just wanted to discuss something I don't really discuss often, and that is mental health. The reason why I want to discuss it is because I am somebody who has depression and anxiety, and I have done since I was young. And I really can relate to her struggle, because even if, you know, if even if it's just the littlest thing that somebody says about you, you can take that so literally, and you can take it so close to heart that it can have a very devastating impact on you. Even if it's just the smallest negative thing, it can really make, you know, you shatter inside. Especially somebody who has like depression or anxiety, you're a lot more overly sensitive about things. And I find, you know, people in person are absolutely, you know, and never have that issue. But when it comes to sort of things like, you know, social media and things like that, that's when people obviously bring out their confidence. And really, I just think as people, we need to be a bit more kinder to people. Even if we don't agree on the same things, we don't have the same opinions. I just think we need to be a lot kinder to people and a bit more tolerant. I think that's what we need as human beings, tolerance, because you don't know, you know, how your words are going to affect somebody and what they might do and what their actions or the consequences would be. And unfortunately, with this particular person, the consequences was she ended up taking her own life because she couldn't deal with the negativity that she was getting. And we just need to be a bit more tolerant and a bit more just generally kind to somebody. And the worst thing is that, you know, on social media, it's so easy for people to get consumed in it. And yeah, I think, you know, we just need to be a bit, especially on social media, I think we all need to be a bit more aware and a bit more careful what where we leave our mark on social media and what we see excuse me, about people, because there's always a trail and people can always find it, and it can really hurt someone. Oh, bless you, Patty. Yeah, Diane. And it's just really sad because, you know, she was a lovely, lovely, bright woman, and she was, you know, she was very young. She was only 40. She only just turned 40. And it's not just in the celebrity world. This happens every day with, you know, the general public, and it always seems to be people on social media seems to be the majority of the cause. So I think we just need to be a lot nicer and a bit more tolerant when it comes to social media and how we address ourselves with other people on social media. Hi, Kimmy. How you doing? Yes, it can be cynical. We do live in a world where everyone's got an opinion, everyone's got a judgment, everyone's got their own beliefs and values, and it seems to be a case that if you don't believe or value the same thing, then you're not welcome. And it shouldn't be that way. You know, if you don't agree on something, then don't talk about it. Just don't talk about that thing. I'm not too bad, Kimmy. I'm just having a good Sunday afternoon here with you guys. And before that, I was just doing some spring cleaning. Because I want to move things around in the house and do a spring clean and mix things up a bit, because I'm getting a bit tired of my own surroundings and I just want to make things look a little bit different. So I do like change. I'm one of those people, a few people that actually like change. Hi Emma, how are you doing? Oh, bless you, Gary. No problem, mate. So you can kind of see where I'm going with the Bokeh background. Now, I'm not going to spend the entire rest of the stream just doing the background only. I will do the rest of the Bokeh background offline because I know you guys want to see some more things. So we'll do some of the image on here. We'll do some of the flowers actually. That'll be quite a nice start. And I'm actually going to use some of the white charcoal because that'll be quite cool. 10 a.m. Well, it's almost 5 p.m. here. After this, I'll be putting a chicken in the oven. Exactly, Claire. You've got to have a change. us home birds have got to, we've got to be able to change things up, And you always get a sense of accomplishment afterwards, don't you? That you've accomplished something. And I'm terrible. Once I do something like that, and David comes in from work, I'll actually take him on a tour around the house, even though he knows the house in and out. And I'll go, this is what I've done here, this is what I've done there, this is where this is where that is. What do you think of this? What do you think of that? And 9 times out of 10, he's just like, yeah, whatever. Yes, exactly. All right, we're changing rooms. I used to love that show when I was younger. Hi, Carola. How are you doing? You were just moving your colour spice book. I need to go through the studio and sort it out. I was saying to Claire, I'll do a studio tour video for her, but as I'm looking at the studio, I'm like, it really needs to be sorted out before I actually film it. But to be honest, most creatives who've got things like a studio, the studio is always a mess because they call it a creative mess. And if everything was tidy, then we wouldn't know where things are. DP at the moment. What's DP? What's DP, Carola? Sorry, I'm not really good with these anagrams. Is that the word? I'm not even good with words, to be honest. I'm just like the bit. So anagrams. Oh, diamond painting. Acronyms, that's the one. Claire's good with words. Acronyms, that's the one, Claire. Anagrams, acronyms. Nah, potato, potato. Close, but no cigar. But yeah, this white charcoal is awesome, especially on toned paper. GCSE English. It's funny thing you say that, Claire. I'm actually taking an adult course in English at the moment, and I'm actually training to be an English teacher. So it says a lot, doesn't it? Thank God for the internet, though. But I'm actually not doing too bad in English, to be honest. I'm getting they don't do grades A, B, C over here anymore. They do like 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm getting a grade 6 at the moment, between 5 and 6, which is above a pass. So it's not bad. Hi Heather, that's all right. You're never late. Welcome. Then do it, Claire. You might as well do it. I've held back too long deciding what I want to do in life and what I want to study, and now I'm just like, time's ticking. I best just go ahead and do it. So why not get yourself out there and do it? You can just do an adult course and just do like a morning or an evening class. and I do an evening class, and I'm there on a Tuesday from 5 p.m. until 8 p.m. So it's not an all day thing. Only there for a few hours. And even when I do my access course in September, which I'm starting this year, which is to access course into education, and then after that I go in to do the actual full degree. And that's still only 2.5 days. The class is full time, but it's still only 2.5 days of actually going into into lessons. You should go for it, Claire. Just do it. Go for it. If you start off by doing have a look into what qualifications you already need to go onto the course, and then go from there. There's a lot of adult courses out there as well. If that's one of your thing that's drawn you back is home life and things like that. There's courses out there designed for adults and to make it accommodating for people with children and things like that. My sister-in-law, who also lives in Nottingham, actually, she has 3 kids, and she decided to go to university, and she's doing social care. And she took her so long to actually pluck the courage and do it, but she's doing it and she loves it. And she gets help with childcare costs and things like that as well. So she does get support. There is support in place. No problem, Kelly. You go and just see your son and enjoy. You can always watch this back if you want to. But yeah, go and spend some time with your son. That's more important. Family comes first, I always say. Storm's not too bad. The wind's picking up a little bit here, but it's not really bad. Before it was whistling through the window, but it's mostly been just rain. I think it's been worse down where Heather and Claire are compared to how it is here. But when we had Storm Sierra, that was really bad here. I literally couldn't leave the house on that Tuesday when that happened, because I would probably blow away. Exactly. You could do CCTV. There you go. You could work. You'd be one of them CC. You can work in one of them CCTV rooms. Did it? I remember you said it was you had damage to your roof. I didn't know it was your chimney, but yes, the women's storm seemed to be a lot more powerful and a bit more destructive, where the men ones don't last as long. Hello, Rain Chains. Sierra and Dennis. Yeah, I've already heard. I think I've already heard those jokes, Claire, about men not lasting. Exactly, Emma. You got it in one. Oh, thanks, Heather. It's not my best, but we'll go with it. I haven't finished it. I'm gonna do the rest of it off screen because I think people are just gonna get bored of me just going bit pink here, bit pink there, bit pink here, bit pink there. It's very repetitive, so I thought I'll go on to something else. So I'm using the charcoal for the flowers. This is just General's white charcoal. It comes in sticks or pencils. Great on torn paper. And rather inexpensive as well. I need a little bell, don't I? A little bell that says ring for tea, so I can just get David's attention. He can bring me a cup of tea up. Need a butler. I've got a butler. I've got a butler. He's my husband. No, to be honest, I do a lot more of that sort of running around with him, but he does work a lot, so kind of balance each other's books. Since I'm not working at the moment, I do a lot of work around the house. I do all the cooking. I've always did the cooking anyway because he loves my cooking. But yeah, he's a good one. Sometimes he's just a bit too laid back, and I just feel like getting a stick and going, just do something, just react. You got two butlers. Oh. Heather, I would say get a foghorn to wait the kids get a foghorn. They'll be up out of bed and shot. They'll jump out of bed literally. A nice black suit. Oh, I used to have a cat called Gizmo. He was lovely. He actually was the first cat I had, Gizmo, and he was black and white, really fluffy, and he would do his own thing, but he would always come to me. I was his person. And then we had Bella after, at the same time as Gizmo got older. And she was a little madam. She would earn her keep because she would keep having kittens. She would go out, get pregnant, come home, and have kittens. And we had to keep selling them. So we used to laugh and say she earns her keep. And then years later, as I'm an adult, I got Shadow. Hi, Kenny. How you doing, hon? Nice to see you. Have I got any more flowers? Is it just the 3 flowers, or am I blind? 1, 2, 3. Yep. Now I need a grey. Should I use grey or should I use a yellow? What's that one? Yeah, it was ochre. Is it ochre or is it orchard? I never know. Is there one underneath the lower flower? Oh, there. See, I always miss one. Oh, Claire, did you actually manage to test your light fast, Derwent light fast with the colours I was using? Because you said you were going to have a look. Because I was talking to Claire the other night when I got the Derwent light fast. Because Cult Pens on their website had a 3 for 2 on the Derwent light fast, and I haven't got any, so I thought, well, I'll get the skin colours, especially if they're on 3 for 2. So I got them, tried them, and excited because of all the hype. And they seem to be very, at least the ones I've got anyway, seem to be very dry and scratchy in comparison to what people are, watching other people use them. So I don't know, unless I just need to just get used to them, but they just don't seem to be as soft as people make them out to be. So I'll show you guys. I'll quickly show you. So this is just a couple that I tried. So if we take, people always compare them to a luminance. So I've got a luminance here, which is burned ochre 10%, which is probably one of the most popular colors for skin tone in the luminance. So I will show you that on this paper. And this is quite a toothy paper. And then if I get a close enough color to show you for this, the closest one I've got is Flesh Pink. And I seem to have to try and add a lot more pressure with this than I do the luminance. And you can hear it go. You can as you press it down, you can hear like a. So I don't know. And then if we take a comparison to another color, so let's say this burned sienna 10%. By the way, this is Claire's favorite color blend charts that she has for free on her website. If anybody's interested. Close one to that one, we have Dusky Pink. See, you can see a lot of the white still. So I don't know if it's supposed to be this way, or am I just lighter layers? Okay, maybe I just need to try that, because I'm too darn heavy-handed. So yeah. So when people compare them to luminance, like with luminance, I can just put a colour down and it'd be very opaque and smooth and just lays down straight away. With these, not as much, not as opaque on the initial laydown. See, I think these are, I think polys lay down more opaque than the Durbans. But I'm new to them. I'm very new, so maybe, you know, give me some time to get used to them, and I might end up coming back on video and saying I absolutely love them. I think I remember when I first got the Polychromos, and I was like, oh, I don't like them. They're a lot harder than Prisma, and I actually think they're my favorite pencils. If I could only have one set, I would just use the polys. I reach for them more than the Prismas now. Most of the time that I use Prismas is because people often request Prisma. Hi Dee Dee, how are you doing? I'm going to use some of the Primrose from the Luminance. Lilies have like is it yellow on the inside? Or is it green? I think it's yellow. Oh, do you, Heather? Yeah, they are great, and they're cheaper to replace here in the UK compared to a Prisma. So I can get my polys for £1.40 a pencil from the colour pencil shop, and usually in the actual stores they're about £2 a pencil. So you can get them quite reasonable here compared to Prisma. Oh, bless you, Kelly. I've got a grey. I need to make a greyish tone. Hi, Helen. How you doing? We're talking about you again. I'm sure your ears must burn. Oh, I don't know if you've seen it, guys. Oh yeah, of course, all good. It's always about your books. And I was just saying that you're in the middle of working on your 4th book, and I had been helping you out with some ideas, and you've used some of the ideas, and I've seen them and they're great. But I just said I didn't want to tell them what they are, because obviously that's for you to see, and obviously for the surprise of the book. Right. I'm going to use some warm grey, 20%, for the shadows of this lily. And I'm not having a very good art day today, so I'm not in the full vibe of creativity today. So I'll probably not produce my best work, but I'm here and I stream, and I am not going to not stream, so I will commit myself to that. So even if I don't feel like it today, I will do it. And I suppose that's a good thing, because you're just, pushing yourself to do it. It's very easy to get yourself into a slump, but it's difficult to get out of it. Bless you, Emma. No problem, Heather. Yes, we got some good ideas, didn't we, Helen, for the next book? As you might see on Helen's Facebook, she's done a lot of food, so we came up with some ideas that weren't food related, didn't we, Helen? Because we were saying people are going to think you're a hungry person drawing all this food. People are going to think you're a proper foodie. Oh, thanks, Kenny. So yeah, even if I don't feel like it, I'm going to push myself to do it. I need to start doing that more in everyday life, to be honest. Take my words and actually use them. I'm always seem to be the person that's good at giving advice, but never good at following my own advice. Venison stroganoff. I like stroganoff, but I'm not sure on the venison. I've never actually had venison. My husband has, but I don't know. Just I'm like one of those, people that go, I'm not sure if I fancy that. I hear venison's very like a very required taste. It's apparently it's supposed to be rather has a very strong taste. I've tried pheasant before and that was okay, but I wouldn't probably I probably wouldn't have it again. I have typical Dutch bread with croquette. Sounds nice though. I do love bread, especially if it's homemade bread. I love the smell of bread and when it's in the oven. Oh, if you go to I don't know about the supermarkets over where you are, but we have supermarkets here and they have their own bakeries inside. And you just walk in and smell the bread, the bread baking, and it just makes you want to buy it because nothing's better than the smell of crusty bread. You've not even had your breakfast yet, hon? Have you even poured yourself a coffee or something? Kettle corn. What's kettle corn? Is kettle corn like what we call special K or something like that? kettle corn. Let's have a look what kettle corn is. Oh, it's popcorn. Kettle corn's popcorn. Yeah, we call it popcorn. To get rid of the gaminess. The gaminess. Yes, that's what that. When I had pheasant, that's a game meat, and it has a very strong taste. Yes, I do like popcorn. We're going to look for a lily. A lily. Do those have like a special? I know what they call it. I know it's a lily, but do they have a special name? Because you have these lilies, and then you have the very more open lilies with the long pollen bits. Is it just a white lily? Is that what they're called? Calla lilies. That's what they're called. Calla lilies. Can't even speak. La la la. Calla lilies. And yes, the insides are yellow. There we go. So that's what I was looking for. Want yellow, yellow and a bit green. Thanks, Helen. I just hope I can do a bit more with the background because I want it to be quite pinky and girly because I don't really do a lot of pink. So I thought, let's just do something very pink. Okay, so I'm just getting some colours out, guys, from the pad case. There we go, got some colours out. But yeah, I want to show you my little new sharp because I've got this Derwent one and it's absolutely fantastic and it sharpens like magic, but it's quite heavy and quite big. It's not really as portable. So I got another hand crank which is tiny and it's more portable. It's a little cow. Literally, take a look. It's a little cow. How cute is that? And you hand crank the tail. Moo! You hand crank the tail to make it move. And you clip the ear to bring it out. And then it's got a little tray. And it's a good little point actually. It was from the supermarket. Heather and Helen, it was just from Tesco's in the UK, and it was like I think it was £2.95. So just going to crank the tail, and it does a very good little sharp point there. Don't know if it's not going to focus, is it? Yeah, it's a very sharp little fine point there. Not too long either. So with the Derwent ones, you sometimes get a very sharp fine point, but it's very long as well. And as soon as you put it down, it snaps. Alvin brass bullet. Sounds interesting. So yeah, sharpen's always ready. Now, I'm just going to put down. There's the point gone. when I was looking at it, it looks like it's got like a speckled pollen bit, whatever it is. I'm definitely not a botanist. I could never be a botanist. Plus, I've got really bad allergies with hay fever. Love flowers though, but if I do get things like lilies, I have to take the pollen out straight away. It sets me off, and it interrupts my breathing. And I start going, and it doesn't sound very good. Some scented candles do that as well. Interfere with my breathing, but I love them and I do buy them still. I'm terrible. Oh, I bet you look. Yes, there is a pig one as well. I saw the pig one. There's only one of the pig one left, but I thought I'll get the cow because I thought it was quite cute. Oh well, I bet she loves it, especially because Grandma obviously got it for her. And I actually follow your daughter on Instagram, Kenny, and I see like all the videos and the posts she puts up of your granddaughter, and she's just, bless her, she's just a lovely little girl, isn't she? She's just full of smiles and very happy, and she's definitely got some sass about her, and she likes a pose in the camera. But she seems to be like her mom seems to be like her best friend when you see pictures of them together. Okay, so it seems to have like a green bit here, and then it goes into the stem. Oh, she comes across it as well, like on her videos, and she's very funny as well. She's got a good sense of humor. Your granddaughter from that your daughter posts. They're like best friends, aren't they? And I'm like that with my mother. My mom is like my best friend. She's very special. She's a good laugh. Hey, there's the eraser you bought me, Kenny. I use it. It's still here, and it's not as. I remember when I was using the Derwent one, you were like, "Ew, that sounds disgusting. I'm going to get you the other one." So I do use this one, and I like how you can change the size as well. You can get like a thinner eraser to put in. It's very cool. But I won't use the thin eraser on camera because it makes that floppy sound, that floppy sound that you don't like. They're great, aren't they? The Tiho. The Tiho. These are great. And I've not had to change the battery either. The battery seems to last on it as well. Where with the dirt one, I've had to change the battery quite a few times. But never have I changed the battery on this one yet. So I used it manually. I used it manually earlier if it's just like a little bit that I wanted to get off. I didn't want to like take off the entire wax like pencil. So if it's just like I want to take the top layer off, then I just did it manually. But using electric, it'll take off all the layers, well, majority of it, as you can see. There we go. And then I've got 2 more to do. And then that'll pretty much be time. Yeah, it's because like if I that's it, I've got a tiny bit over the line here. If I then do this, it'll take a massive part off the edge here, and it just saves me having to add it on. I don't know. It's just you kind of judge your own instinct, don't you, when you do like erasing, drawing, coloring? Just kind of go with the flow. Okay. It's getting that time. It's going to dinner time now. My stomach's starting to rumble. Starting to get hungry. No problem, Kenny. I do. This one, but I've only got the one eraser left in it, so I seem to be using them quite fast. So yeah, I do have that. So I think it's just I keep forgetting about it there. I know it's just right in front of me, but I keep forgetting it's there. Speaking of mono erasers, I've just got the sand erasers, and apparently they're supposed to. Oh, no problem, Heather. The sand eraser is supposed to erase ink, but so far when I've tried it, it hasn't really done much for erasing ink. Is that ink? That's pencil. So if I try it with a pen, so and then we'll try and erase it with the sand eraser. Apparently this is supposed to erase ink. So ballpoint pen, no. Engine ink. It just kind of scratches the paper, that's all it does. So yeah, I'm not really fussed on these. Pencil wise, if it erases the pencil, it erases the pencil, but they're so abrasive that it'll probably damage the paper, so I won't be getting them again. But yeah, this one is great. I just keep getting it there, and I need to get some more replacement erasers for it. Let's put that down. So I'm going to weigh this down a little bit because it keeps moving. Yeah, it is like a sand. It is like sandpaper. It'll probably be good to get like things off your shoe or something like that. There's like the scruffy marks off your shoe or something. Or if you've got like something suede and it's something stuck on it, you rub it out with that. Our Nana, I don't know. I haven't spoken to Nana more today. She's actually, is she not? Is she not away? I saw a image saying that she was. Actually, I don't know if that's today, but I know she's taking a trip somewhere soon. Tomorrow she's going away. Yeah, she's going away somewhere tomorrow, and she's meeting up with our Gary. So I don't know what she's doing today. Hi Helen, how are you doing? Bear with me a second, guys. I'm going to shout on husband and ask him to make me a cuppa. Bobby, you make me a cuppa? You stuffing your face with chocolates? You are. Thank you. Hi, back guys. Just asking David to make me a coffee. Ugh. Bless him. He's a good one. Yes, the little pandas. They're supposed to originally be for brushes. So if you've got a wet brush and you want to rest it down, you just rest your brush on it. Oh, thanks, Helen. Oh, I love tone grey paper. I've got an obsession with tone grey at the moment. But this is tone tan, but thought I'd make a change. But everything I've been colouring lately has been on tone grey. I would love to do a toned blue paper, but every blue paper I find that my computer takes doesn't seem to be very good with pencils, like for layering. And I know Canson do a colour collection, but you can only get it in the States. You can't get them here in the UK. I had a look and it was asking for something ridiculous for shipping. So I was like, that's not going to happen. It's good, and when you put white on it, it really pops. And a lot of the colours seem to really be more vibrant on the toned paper. But yeah, I would love to try some toned blue. And I know Strathmore do a toned blue in the mixed media, but the mixed media paper is more than 250 GSM, and most printers that everyday people have will only take up to 250, and I think that's like 300. And there's only very few printers that will take 300, and they're very expensive printers. So not so bad. If I was going to do like a drawing on it, then that's fine. But if I wanted to print something on it, then it won't work. Well, that's good, Emma. But yeah, I know Canson do different colour papers, which are supposed to be good, but you can only get them in the States. So the search continues, but I will see if I can find different tone papers that you're not usual colours, and I'll try them and just see what if I can find like any alternatives or any cheaper alternatives. I did find one, and I was supposed to receive it on Tuesday, but I got a message off Amazon saying the parcel was lost in transit. So, and conveniently, they don't have that item anymore, so I had to get a refund. So I'll have to wait for the item to be back in stock and try again. But it was a paper by Clairfont, I think they're called. But it looked quite textured, so it might be good for colour pencils. I'll get a pack and see. But they had different colours. They had like reds, pinks, purples. Oh yeah, shipping has been bad, isn't it? But try not to buy too much stuff at the moment, because I'm trying to save my birthday money that I got for birthday. I'm trying to save that for driver lessons, because I started driver lessons years ago and I was doing well with it, but then I stopped, and I really want to get them done to be able to drive. Thanks, babe. Thank you. David, preheated the oven. Could you just check how long the chicken takes? Thank you. Okay, so I've got the 4 flowers in here. Then we're just going to do the stems. So anyone got any Sunday plans? Sunday to us is just like a chill, relaxed day. We don't tend to go anywhere on a Sunday. To say for a good night's sleep, best thing you can do if you definitely have struggles with sleeping is not to, not to watch your videos on your phone or use your phone like an hour before bed. Reading a book apparently is good because it's all about relaxing the mind. And if your mind's busy with thoughts and watching something like a video or something, then it's a distraction and it keeps your mind rolling and thinking. Oh yeah, amitriptyline is an antidepressant. Because I refuse to go on that one. No, amitriptyline's an antidepressant. My mom's been on amitriptyline before, and she didn't have a good experience with it. And I refuse to go on that one. I've stuck to my same antidepressant since I've been diagnosed, and I've had no problems. I'm just lucky that my doctor put me on the right one for me initially. But I know a lot of people, when they're diagnosed, obviously you have to try to see which one works for you. And I know a lot of people who have had to, try loads of different ones and they've had a really bad experience with different ones. But I've just been lucky to have one that works for me on the first go. And now my mom takes the same one as me, and she's really good. She's really good on them. She's doing amazing. Did you see on the news as well that for things like fibromyalgia and things like that as well, that they've now eventually, I don't know whether it's the USA, but I think somewhat in the UK, they have actually legalized hemp medication. And obviously there's been a fight in regards to what's the word? Herbal remedies, if they should be prescribed or not. But it's in a tablet form and it's hemp. And apparently it was legalized in the UK, I think, not long ago, but I don't know if it's on the NHS now or whatnot, but people are saying that it's like a breakthrough. Yes, like a hemp oil, yeah. Obviously, I'm not going to promote cannabis on the channel because I'll get demonetized. So I'll call it hemp because that's the professional way. Plus, I use hemp cream from the Body Shop, so it's good for skin. It's not available, not yet. Yeah, things like this take time. I've just been put on a medication. That's the only medication for what I need it for. And I've just started taking it yesterday. But apparently there's going to be like an injection version of it soon, but it's in trials. So I don't know whether that's going to become available. But at the moment, I've only got one option. And you get some really bad side effects with it. And it's really bad for your digestive system. It's quite unpleasant. Obviously, I'm not going into details, but as you can imagine what I mean by it, it's unpleasant. But yeah. It constantly makes your stomach rumble all the time. Sometimes it feels like if I've got something inside me kicking. Oh, that's awesome, Diane. Within 3 weeks. And the thing is, as well, it's natural as well. So, like, you know, it's I think as long as it's the same with like any medication, though. As long as it's used in a controlled environment and it's used wisely and it's used for the correct purposes, then I don't see why not. If it's effective and it's helping people, especially people with like really bad muscle spasms and people with cancer and things like that as well, like it really helps them. There would be, but they're just so restricted, aren't they? Like, you know, what they can and can't do. It's annoying because, you know, the facilities are out there, the answers are out there, but you know, you've always got the hierarchy saying no, can't do that. And it's the same with like cures as well. Like that, they found it. I remember on the news here in the UK, they had said, "Oh, they found a cure for cancer, but they won't fund it because it's too expensive." I was like, "Okay, well, that's great. It's too expensive, so but you've got a cure, so you're just gonna wait until you find a cheaper cure before you actually start, you know, being able to save more lives." Oh well, makes sense. Probably a lie. Yeah, they can't make money from it, so they just scrap it. Which is, you know, we have the NHS here in the UK, and you know we should be proud of having it and not having to, you know, to pay such a stronger prices on insurance, etc. And having to worry about that because it comes out of our taxes. But people just take advantage of it, and when it comes to medicine and things like that, you know, it has to be able to be funded. But I'm finding now, especially with our healthcare system, it's becoming more a business than it is actually like a trust. That it should have been like a health trust to help people. It's becoming a lot more a bit business orientated and all about making money than it is actually helping people. And I used to actually work for the NHS for 4 years. I worked for something called the Business Services Authority, so therefore it's in the title it is more a business now. How's the leaves looking? Is that looking okay? I think I need to get a dark green. Oh, thanks, Heather. Okay, so wait, 2 hours now, so I'm over our time actually. So what I'm going to do off screen is I'm going to finish the rest of the Bokeh background. You've got part one to see where I started with it if you wanted to have a look at what I actually did. And then I'm going to finish off the greenery on all these. And then Friday we'll do the hair as you guys voted. You want to see the strawberry blonde hair that I did on one of the other Mariola images. So I'll do that. And then we can do skin and hair clothing. So we'll do that next Friday. I'll be on at 8 p.m. GMT and 8 p.m. GMT, straight after Heather, because Heather streams from 6 till 8 p.m. GMT, and I'll be on straight after Heather. So enjoy the rest of the streams today, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video. If you've got any questions or requests, just drop me a message, comment, just let me know, and I'm happy to help. If you're new here, just please consider clicking the subscribe and like button, and give it a thumbs up. So thanks, guys. Enjoy the rest of the evening, and thank you for spending your time with me. and have a good one. Bye, guys.